What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder. I'm Warren Thompson, and we have some brand new details about Marvel's What If Season 2. And I gotta say, I think I like these story ideas better than the first season. I am more intrigued about what these stories could be overall, more than I was with the first season. Now, we have official titles for every episode. Marvel Studios has officially released them. Also, some insiders have come out, giving us some runtimes for a few of the episodes. We also have some insider details about a very specific Avengers episode that is going to be coming in Marvel's What If. So, a lot to unpack today. If you are excited for Marvel Studios' What If, let us know in the comments down below. And after you hear the title of all of the episodes, let us know which one you are most excited for. Right away, I think after seeing all the episode title names, I think I'm excited for episode 2, which is titled What If Peter Quill Attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes. That's mine. After you hear them, let us know yours in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment on the video because you're automatically entered in our giveaway if you do for a chance to win an Xbox Series X, a PS5, some Marvel Legends items, and some DC items as well. The winner picks one item and we pick one winner at the end of each month. So we know some pretty big details about some of these episodes that are listed. And of course, we'll just start in order. The first one listed is episode 1, What If Nebula Joined the Nova Corps? And some of these, just by the title, you can't exactly tell what the specific story is going to be. They're left to be pretty vague, of course, that way they capture your interest and make you watch them. But for episode 1 of season 2, What If Nebula Joined the Nova Corps? This is what happens. It's a world where Ronan the Accuser from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, deposes Thanos, who is, of course, Nebula's dad, long before the events of Avengers Infinity War. So now Nebula, essentially kind of being free, she is desperate to escape her father's shadow, and she sets out to prove her detective chops. Now, admittingly, I wasn't the biggest fan of Marvel's What If Season 1, but I am looking forward to Season 2. I hope I enjoy it more because I do like the idea of one event completely changing somebody's life. So instead of Ronan losing to the Guardians of the Galaxy, he ultimately defeats Thanos, which makes Nebula free. That is just one event that completely changes her life. She would go on to be mean, but eventually soften up a little bit to her sister and the Guardians. They become her family. But it looks like in this scenario, this one incident where Ronan essentially frees her kind of makes her flip a switch right away. Thanos is no longer there. She can do what she wants. No revenge on her sister, no family with the Guardians, but instead becomes a member of the Nova Corps. It's a pretty cool premise. I really like it. I really like the premise of the second episode as well. What if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes? Now, again, this title is vague, but we know what the premise for this episode is going to be. And despite Peter Quill being in the title, it's not really about the Guardians of the Galaxy. This is not the Guardians versus the Avengers, but it's actually about Peter Quill being delivered to Ego as a kid. Yondu actually delivered him, as opposed to what actually happened in the MCU, where he did not deliver him to Ego. So in this episode, Ego does get his son Peter Quill, who we know is part Celestial, and Ego and Peter go to Earth, causing the Earth's mightiest heroes of 1988 to assemble. And as far as we know, the Avengers are going to be Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, King T'Chaka, who is the current Black Panther, the Winter Soldier, Wendy Lawson, Starforce, and Thor. And reportedly, Peggy Carter will be the director of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Howard Stark will also make an appearance. So as you might have seen, episode 1 is going to come out December 22nd. Episode 2, What If Peter Quill Attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes, comes out December 23rd, and December 24th, Christmas Eve, is a very fitting episode. Episode 3, What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas? And this one is a really cool idea because it's basically kind of a die-hard episode where Happy Hogan is McClane. It's an Avengers party at the Avengers Tower. It's the annual holiday party. Happy and Darcy are actually in charge of it. Darcy is interning there, but Justin Hammer lays siege to the Avengers Tower, forcing Happy Hogan to step up and become a hero. Now, of course, the other Avengers are there, and Happy is asking for help, but they kind of are just like, oh, well, let's catch you at the party, Happy. Kind of just wanting to enjoy the party, which forces Happy to step up and become the holiday party hero. And I like this. I think it's a great concept. I think it's fun, and it's a holiday-themed one at the perfect time. Now, we know a little bit more about the rest, but first, a big thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video. Fume is a game changer for a lot of people in turning bad habits into good habits. A lot of people struggle with these bad habits, but Fume looks at these in a different way. Not everything in the habit is wrong. So instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? And that's exactly what Fume does. They're innovative and they're award-winning, and they're a flavored air device. That's all it is. It's flavored air. So it has none of the bad things and the bad habit in it. Instead of vapor, it uses flavored air. Instead of electronics, Fume is completely natural. And instead of harmful chemicals, Fume uses delicious flavors. I had actually heard really great things about Fume from my friends who were struggling with some bad habits. They actually raved about it and how it helped them, which is why I agreed to partner with them. And they sent me some samples, and they honestly are super refreshing and taste very flavorful and good. And it comes in beautiful real wood, and it's honestly really fun to just sit there and kind of fidget with if you're someone who likes to fidget like I do. And I know stopping is something we all put off because it's hard, but with Fume, it's easy, and they have served over 150,000 customers and have thousands of success stories. And that could be you if you pick up a journey pack today. Head over to tryfume.com and use code COSMIC to save 10% off when you get the journey pack today. That's tryfume.com and use code COSMIC to save an additional 10% off your order today. Then we have episode 4, What If Iron Man Crashed into the Grandmaster, coming out December 25th on Christmas Day. Now what's interesting is this was actually supposed to be a part of season 1. Obviously it wasn't, now it is a part of season 2. And from what we've seen in the trailers, Iron Man will land on Sakaar and he will be forced to compete in the Grandmaster's games going up against Valkyrie. This will definitely be a cool switch and probably a really fun episode to watch. Then we have episode 5 coming out December 26th, What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper? And this could be kind of a continuation of some of the events that took place in season 1. Of course, where Peggy Carter became Captain Carter instead of Steve Rogers becoming Captain America. Then we have What If episode 6 dropping December 27th, which is going to be a really cool episode introducing a new Marvel character. What if Kahori reshaped the world? Kahori is a brand new character created specifically for this series, and maybe will even go on to become a live action character. The episode will ask the question, what would happen if the Tesseract fell to Earth and landed in the sovereign Haudenosaunee Confederacy before the colonization of America, which is really cool, and this means a lot to a lot of people I know, so I'm really excited to see this new character and this episode. I'm also really looking forward to the next one, episode 7, which comes out December 28th, What If Hela Found the 10 Rings? In this episode, we will see Hela get kicked out of Asgard like Thor in Ragnarok, but instead of being imprisoned in hell, she finds herself accepted by Talo and their inhabitants, learning their martial arts. Odin will invade Talo, and war between Asgard and Talo will break out. Hela's armor will be all white instead of black and green. And who knows, maybe she even knows Shang-Chi's mother, Jiang Li. Really looking forward to this one because I think Hela was a great character and I'm glad she's not all gone yet. Then we have another that's pretty interesting. What if the Avengers assembled in 1602? This is episode 8 coming out December 29th. And according to the insider Can We Get Some Toast, this What If episode is a band of merrymen. The merrymen are Robin Hood's group who work to rob from the rich and give to the poor. And according to Can We Get Some Toast, the Avengers of 1602 are going to be Steve Rogers, Bucky Barnes, and Scott Lang. Also featured are Blacksmith Tony Stark and a Purple Hulk Happy Hogan, which I am totally down to see. I think this is going to be a funny episode. Then for the last episode, episode 9 on December 30th, it gets really interesting because it's titled What If Strange Supreme Intervened? And we are assuming this is kind of going to pick up from the story of What If season 1, which is a big surprise that the two are actually going to be connected and there is some type of continuity between the two. And now people are wondering if there is actually going to be sort of a crossover between the What If universe and the live action Marvel universe, since the multiverse is in play right now. Let us know what you think about that in the comments down below. Now, according to the Insider Cryptic HD Quality, episode 1 is 31 minutes long, episode 2 is 31 minutes long, episode 3 is 30 minutes, and episode 4 is 34 minutes. Unfortunately, those are the only times that we have right now for those specific 4 episodes. But what if season 2 should be fun? Go ahead and let us know your thoughts about it in the comments down below. Are you excited? Are you watching or not? Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on all things MCU, and please don't forget to give the video a like. You can find us on Instagram and Twitter, and as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.